rate of 60. No Aniket in a must-win match for Tadoba Tigers. That's going to be a bigger question, along with the fact that Rishikesh and Abhishek and the key raiders will be in talks for this game. But the stakes being as high as it is, we see the Himalayan Thars coming into this game full throttle. Will they play with that same ambition? I think they have to. They've won the toss, and Tadoba Tigers will be raiding first. As for the Himalayan Thars, that's the question in all of our heads. But when you look at it, it's a relatively short format. It's just 10 days of Kabaddi, and they can more or less focus on tomorrow's finals and just play today's game from the same perspective of winning and moving forward. These are the qualification scenarios. Do or die match for Tadoba Tigers to stay alive. If they lose this match, the Vasco Vipers will be playing the finals against the Himalayan Thars. And if the Thars win this game, they will go unbeaten in Division 3. That would be a wonderful feat to achieve. So a lot of ifs, a lot of buts. Let's just get the game underway and address all these issues. Over to the countdown. Akshay Desai will initiate the proceedings. He blows the whistle, and another virtual semi-final is underway here at Kharpagam Presents Yuva Kabaddi Series. Not the ideal start for the Tigers, and he comes in for the raid from that left side, gets caught. Abhishek is not used to a situation like that, immediately getting caught. And this is the team, Abhishek. This is the #1 team in Division 3 so far. And you have to be a lot more wary when you go up against all those players. Big start for the Himalayan Thars. As for the raiding front, let's see if they will do the same. And more or less, it's Mayank Saini, the key raider. We've seen him through so many editions of the Yuva Kabaddi series. And just like Mayank Saini, Radhika, who's been there from the very start in the commentary box, across all editions of the Yuva Kabaddi series, is joining us. Hello, Radhika. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Ryan. Yes, it is an interesting battle to see how Tadoba Tigers will fight out this Himalayan Thars, who are standing up tall on the leaderboard. Is already qualified for the finals in the Division 3 matches here.
Shrikant, the raider there. Defender, little too hasty to go get that point from that right corner. And the Tadoba Tigers will score on the raid. And this match, Radhika, we know the stakes being very high only for the Tadoba Tigers. Himalayan Thars, it's more or less a practice to just get little more of mat experience and play the final tomorrow. Take a look at this. Lal Singh easily gets past the midline.
Yes, a nice backtracking skills. That shows how much of an aggressive raider he is. He was just observing the footwork of the defender. He puts his arms forward so that he guards himself to the midline. Nice escape there. And already the points go ticking up for Himalayan Thars. Tadoba Tigers, yes, they need to show their prowess here.
Shrikant Raut now, he did well in the previous raid. And this time, I don't think he's getting that touch point. But it is important for him to be at their best because they are short-staffed today. One of their key players not playing. Mayank Saini, he gets a point in a flash just like that, Radhika.
Absolutely, that great running hand touch did not even set his foot right. But then look at that, how advanced the right cover was standing.
We love to see that here in Division 3. And we've seen that for Mayank Saini throughout all editions. Abhishek Nimbalkar has made a name for himself, of course, and we might see him in editions to come as well for the YKS. He hasn't gotten going yet in this match. His first raid, he got tackled out. He's come back. Empty raid for him. But we're sure, given the way he scored 64 points for him coming into this game, he will definitely pick up pace in this must-win game. Mayank Saini now, who doesn't need much time to pick up pace, he's already gotten into the score sheet. This time, beautiful thigh hold and the support coming in. Mayank gets caught.
1 point, Tadoba Tigers.
Absolutely, Abhishek Pawar on the right corner. He knows that Mayank Saini's attack would be on the right flank, so he made himself prepared. Just took one step forward for the thigh hold, but the second layer of defense is we need to appreciate here.
Now the do-or-die rate, 3.1 do-or-die rates per match. That's very impressive. Rishikesh now, can he live up to that statistic? Oh, no, he can't. What a way to stop him. A statement block there, Radhika.
Absolutely. There's a second time Raman Singh from the right corner going for those tackles. Nice trap tackle. The right cover goes back, gets an angle for the right corner. He falls in the arms of the right corner. So it was a nice strategy followed by the defense of Himalayan Thars.
Thars now showing what it's like to go up against the best side, Tadoba Tigers. And you have to think from Tadoba Tigers' perspective, they will be thinking, why was this encounter right at the very end? It's like they are playing the finals before playing the finals, because the Himalayan Thars are the team that's already in the finals, and the Tigers have to face that challenge in order to set up a challenge against them. And that would be a little too much for the team to comprehend. Abhishek is now come in.
Yeah, yesterday, Ranchi Rangers, who were at the bottom of the table, they gave a tight fight to the Himalayan Thars. So no team is big if you work collectively. So that should be the mindset for Tadoba Tigers.
Interesting point there, Radhika. Yeah, as you mentioned, the Ranchi side being the team at the very bottom, they gave a very big fight. So I think every team, although they are undefeated so far and they look to finish with a clean record, they look to win Division 3 with a clean record before going towards the grand finale after the two other divisions. So
yeah, and the finals for the Division 3 will be just tomorrow. So who will join the Himalayan Thars will be the question here. Shrikant Rath, just playing on the back line will not help because the defense of Himalayan Thars is so strong. They have very limited paint tackles. They know when to attack and when to stay calm. So the Raiders need to challenge here from the Tadoba Tigers. And it's a do-or-die. This is the opportunity for Tadoba Tigers to wait and take the opportunity here. And that to Mayank Saini, very smart Raider here.
almost 3 points for them per game. Mayank Saini, will he add on to it? Beautiful ankle hold and then the support. Too much for Mayank to handle. And the Tadoba Tigers, as you mentioned, Radhika, they get the point here. They get the better of Mayank Saini.
Absolutely. In a defense of 5, it's never easy. But then look at the combination. The right end goes in, but the left corner goes in a fraction for the support. Otherwise, it would have been a multi-pointer. It's a do or die. Do not waste time here. In a defense of 6, go for the bonus. You can't attack the right flank because he's strong there. My God, it should be a super raid in a do or die for Tadoba, and they will lead here.
20.
Oh my word. That is Abhishek Nimbalkar for all of you. We may have hyped him up initially. He didn't get points, but here it's a multi-point raid. He's gotten a couple. But what was more interesting, that jump off is initially in order to escape. He put out a beautiful jump. He landed safely to quickly run up and find his way to the midline. An India 1 ATM Kamal moment. Take a look at that. His landing was soft, which is why he could easily run and get his way to the midline. And what a raider he is. Raids like this give the confidence. And look at this. The Thars, the Tigers have taken the lead again.
Yeah, but then Himalayan Thars not in the full squad today because I think they are facing the 3 most stronger raiders from Tadoba Tigers, and maybe they wanted to face against Vasco in the finals of Division 3.
Yeah, that's an interesting point there. When you look at how the Vasco side is, they're also a very good, very talented team in contention. The Thars have already played them, and now they know the fact that Tadoba Tigers have 3 consistent, very good quality raiders. And sometimes when you go up against a side like that, in a final, with the pressure being there, you don't need all 3 to have a good game. It might be just 1 or 2 having a big game, and that becomes too much to handle. So they are being smart, they are being strategic. And here Lal Singh, was he strategic enough? Has he gotten the left side? Yes, he has.
1 point. Himalayan
Yes.
Thars.
The
Just
good
number
thing
6
is,
out.
he did not cross corner to corner. He just gives that little pause and attacks the opposite side. So you need not be, always doing the similar skill. Just turn and attack. You will find somebody behind.
Game gets interesting. And I'm sure the Himalayan Thars will just take it slow. They wouldn't want this to be a high-paced game. They will want to keep in mind the game tomorrow being the biggest one here. Shrikant Roth has lit it up. Nice way to get the point. Error from the defender again.
1 point. Tadoba Tigers. Just number 20 out.
Yeah, when you know the raider skills are those jumps, you need not go with those chain tackles. Go with the blocks.
Five, 6. And now we're halfway past. First half of this game, Mayank Saini has been revived back. And this is the problem. Easy running hand touch for him. And if the Tigers can't keep him out of the mat, they're going to leak points like this, Radhika.
Absolutely, because the raiders from Himalayan Thars, they're very quick and they rely on their own ability rather than the weakness of the defense. And look at how the defense of this team has been, Tadoba Tigers, very, very advanced standing.
Second time, Mayank getting the better of Amit there on the raid with that hand touch. And there we go, it's the right raider taking on the right cover. And it's good to see players going at certain players in a matchup. When you see that head-to-head game coming in, they set certain targets and they just directly go and get that point here. Again, Mayank, can he crawl his way through? This time the Tigers deny him. And big tackle again.
And that's a big man to take because he's been very consistent throughout. And maybe he was slow on the turn to return to the midline, but the follow-through action was good. They were pulling the raider towards the end line. That is what is required. You cannot hold the raider on the mat. You need to pull him back.
Game with its stake being so slow-paced, it being so tight, that we will see one of those low-scoring encounters as opposed to the previous matches of the day. And both the teams, often we've seen them play, like we have the Himalayan Thars winning games by big margins. So this is going to be a different atmosphere, Radhika.
Exactly. When it's a tight game, that is where the contest is.
Himalayan Thars.
Again, late entry. A 5 second is what the raider gets to get into the opponent court after the raider goes back. You can't kill the time because every second counts on the Kabaddi mat.
That is true, and in a match like this, every point matters. Take a look at that. Scapegoating tackle there from the mighty Thar on the right corner. Ankle hold.
Raman Singh yet again. Ankle hold, very beautifully done. And the way he tries to plant the ankle onto the mat, that's good. And in a defense of 6, yes, bonus is available. But then they play always on the high line, which is not a good sign for Tadoba Tigers. Guard the bonus line, not the walk line. Lal Singh yet again teases the left corner. Similar times he does the same skills. The defense gets in tune with it and he knows how to escape.
1 point. Himalayan Thars. Just number 6 out.
Lal Singh, the raider, getting Pranay once again. And the left corner seems to be another open spot wherein the Thars are constantly going and getting those points. This match, again, as you mentioned, Radhika, I think that 30 to 35 mark is where we get to see a lot of interesting games. And here, Tried to put in the dubki, but he gets caught in the process. Rishikesh has to head back.
Absolutely. Very, very slow with his footwork. But as we see, Himalayan Thars defense is very, very creative when they go for the approach. A dubki attempt, but then low chain tackle, multiple layers of tackles come in. So that's a successful one. The only negative I see about Himalayan Thars is all the raiders are right raiders. Though it's Palvinder or Lal Singh or whoever. Mayank, all these three are right raiders. And if you have a beautiful right cover
1 point,
and the
Tadoba
left
Tigers.
corner, these raiders will be nullified like this. They need to have a combination of right and left going forward, because I understand Division 3 comparatively easy teams, but when you get going, the matches get tougher for them.
That's a very interesting point. Yeah, they will play tougher teams from Division 2 and Division 1 later on, keeping in mind that they make it through. But let's not forget, earlier today, Vasco Vipers beat the Konark Kings, and they didn't just beat them, they knocked them out. Konark Kings, one of the favorites because of Rajesh. But here, another favorite is Shrikant Roth. He gets that corner. Running hand touch works for him.
Absolutely. We know him as the super raid specialist, but this time around, the most impressive raid points are those hand touches or single points, Ryan. You get super raids. That's, of course, very animating on the Kabaddi ground. But that again exposes the defensive faults. But then the raider strength depends upon how quickly he gets that single point. It could be that toe touch or a kick or that hand touch.
That is true, Radhika. And 1 point, we can actually see the good moves also come through 1 point sometimes, or many a times. It's not just the super raids. That's wonderful to watch again. And here it's Somesh who's come in. He's a constant substitute who's come off the bench in almost all games for the Tadoba Tigers, making an impact. So it's good to see a team constantly using their bench, making those substitutions on and again, rolling the players and giving the adequate breaks that allows the teams to perform better. This time, very good hold, and the support comes in at the right time.
Himalayan Thars.
Raman Singh has been phenomenal at the right corner. Every single time a left raider comes in, his ankle holds, his double thigh holds. It was way too advanced, but then the grip was so strong, and the confidence he has on the left flank of the defense that they will come for the rescue. It's overall the team effort that plays a key role in the defense.
Very much. The team effort, the combinations. Talking to Mohit earlier, he also did mention that the combination being right for those tackles is very important.
He himself being the best defender. I mean, Mohit, he himself is one-star defender in the world of Kabaddi for India. So coming from him is, wow, this time it's a failed tackle and it's a multi-pointer for Tadoba Tigers, and they level the score here yet again, 11-all. Let's go back to the replay and see what happened. It was not the initiation from Raman Singh, actually. I think the right cover initiated first. Let's see. The rear foot ankle hold, that's where it gone wrong. India 1 ATM, Kamal moment. This was for the raider. Nice escape.
मिथुन के साथ कौन करना चेंज कौन करना चेंज कौन करना लवी और
All right, so quick timeout, and we are back underway here. Do or die raid right after that timeout. The score is tied at 11 each, and now a chance for Himalayan Thars to regain the lead. It's Palvinder Singh who's come in, and this is a big one. Big raid here. Oh, Palvinder Singh! What a raid! He's perhaps gotten 3, maybe 4 points here, Radhika.
Look like 4 because he uses the lobby to perfection. It's a 4-pointer. And if he's falling short of those numbers, maybe they will review it, because both the teams have it, and it's Himalayan Thars super raid. Wow, 4-pointer. Let's see if he's confident with that 4 points. And Palvinder yesterday as well, he came in as a substitute from the bench, and he was the lead rate point scorer for the team.
Sir,
Wow.
please come.
It's great to see the sub.
Tadoba Tigers asking for the review, not the Himalayan Thars. They say it's only 3 touch points. Now let's go back to the action here. First, will he get the bonus? Clear bonus attempt is what I see from this. Leading leg crosses, additional bonus as well with this with review, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, indeed, Radhika, and that's what I was going to say before when I saw the claim that they might end up giving away an extra point, and looks like that might have happened here if all these 3 points are counted along with the left in that had that initial touch, along with the bonus. This could be a 5-star raid, Radhika.
Absolutely. 4 touch points are definitely there. Maybe the third umpire need to just check on the bonus. Because from the angle, the camera, what we have seen, it looked like it was a bonus attempt.
Yeah, very true. And it looked quite convincing. But here we go. Mr. Kalidas will give us the verdict now.
Review, unsuccessful, bonus plus 4 points, Himalayan Thars.
They get the taste of their own
Friends,
medicine here.
your
So
reviews over.
unfortunate for this team. Oh my God. Review gone, extra point gone. Tadoba Tigers. So sorry for you guys. First a bonus attempt by Palvinder Singh. The left in, the right cover, the right in, the right corner. Everybody uses the lobby to perfection. Look at the speed in which he drives back to his own.
55 out.
Lovely.
14 in, 98 out. 98
Indeed, and
98,
that could perhaps not
98.
just be the India 1 Kamal moment, it could be a game changer of this match because it was tied at 11 each. And now,
Foul play.
if Himalayan Thars hold on to their lead for the rest of the game in a similar 5 points or more, it's going to come down to this one raid, which changes the dynamic of matches as a green card is issued there in the pass. And delivering under pressure is our forte. India 1 ensures that no matter the time, you can count on us. As that 5-point raid, they counted on Palvinder by sending him.
Absolutely. And also unfortunate for Tadoba. They had to give up on 5 points there. Yeah, Shrikant Raut, how much can you do now?
Bonus point, Tadoba
A
Tigers.
bonus has been awarded, but Himalayan Thars is eyeing on that all out. A super tackle opportunity for Tadoba Tigers. Will they be able to convert? And Lal Singh being so smart, he guards himself with that arms and escapes from the clutches of the right corner.
1 point, Himalayan Thars. Jersey number 9 out.
Tadoba Tigers not on red alert as Lal Singh. Take a look at that. He clearly saw that advanced attempt from the defender. And the simple point, pressure mounts on Shrikant a lot more, but he has delivered in the past. He's gotten a 5-point raid before. Question is, can he do it now? I think he's gotten the bonus already in that starting minutes. This time, it's just too much for him to handle.
Raider out. Bonus point, Tadoba Tigers. Raider out.
All
1 point,
credit to the Himalayan Thars, the defense, the patience they showed. Ryan, they have given the bonus and they know when to attack. Look at the combination coming in right, left and center, everywhere. And last player remaining, so all out on the card for Himalayan Thars here.
Himalayan Thars.
Great job.
All out,
All
Tadoba
credit to
Tigers.
Palvinder Singh, who's got those 5 rate points to the team.
Definitely. And here the all-out has been inflicted at the very end of the first half. The Tadoba Tigers, they had a hold of the game. It was neck to neck up until that 5-point Super 8 came in from Palvinder. And after that, now it's an 8-point affair. Abhishek can try and cut it short and end the first half on a positive note for his team, Radhika.
Absolutely. But looking at the Himalayan Thars, the defense, they hardly make any errors. So attacks like these are required from the top 3 raiders for Tadoba Tigers.
1 point.
All 3 raiders are
Tadoba
good.
Tigers, just
Their
number 3
strength
out.
is their raiding. So they need to go attack in the next 20 minutes. That is only the option they have. because the Himalayan Thars Raiders, they normally do not risk it up much unless the Raiders do an advanced tackles. They try and escape, and they'll stay calm in the next 20 minutes unless it's required and it's a do-or-die raid.
Interesting. So I think about 10 odd points for the Himalayan Thars in the last 2 minutes of the match. Of course, we have the all-out points included in that, but that's quite a lot of points because before that it was 18. And look at this. This is the moment where the game changed in the first half. Palvinder Singh, 5 points for him. And what a moment. The super sub comes in, Radhika.
Absolutely. He runs like a sprinter towards the midline. And he lowers his body so that the defense do not get the angle. And if you look at the halftime, 20 minutes, what happened? 12 points to the Himalayan Thars. All credit to Palvinder Singh, 5-point raid. And the Tadoba Tigers, they were not back at all in raiding. 10 raid points is phenomenal for them at 2. In the defense, even Stevens and Shrikant Rao, the best raider so far from the Tadoba Tigers is 7 points. Shivansh Thakur, 3 tackle points. The do-or-die raid conversions also equally good for Himalayan Thars here.
Yeah, I think Shivansh playing a key role, but we will look at the zone-wise successful raids for Shrikant Roth, and he goes in on his left. He likes to go deep, secure those points, and meanwhile, on his way back, he loves to collect a few points. That's why he has 3 points between the midline and the back line. So he has an impressive strike rate, Radhika, but he should look at this game as his last game because it could most likely be his last game. So he has to go all in and just power himself throughout.
Yes, this is Karpagam Presents Yuva Kabaddi in association with Pancode, and our protein partner is Yoga Bar, and Nellai Wellness partner, and Tribe is our sports innerwear partner. India One is our trusted ATM partner. So many people coming to support Yuva Kabaddi because we are showing Aage Ka Rasta for the young Kabaddi players here.
There we go. The future stars of Indian Kabaddi here at Division 3 of Karpagam Presents Yuva Kabaddi Series. Second half of a virtual semi-final. Virtual semi-final only for the Tadoba Tigers though. And they are currently trailing. They are on course to get eliminated unless they change things up.
I mean, what we have seen from Himalayan Thars is they don't go for those. Oh my God! Look at the power of the raider from Tadoba Tigers. Especially when Raman Singh, who is that keen defender, goes in for that advanced tackle. But look at the way the team comes in for the support. I'm sorry, it was not Raman Singh. The right cover. And India won ATM Kamal moment this is for the raider. Multi-pointer. Slowly recovering. I think now the Tadoba Tigers need to rely more on their raiders.
They have to. But Lal Singh may have gotten a point again. Running hand touch, stretching his arm out. He went into the lobby. That's what confirmed the point with his confidence.
Yeah, Lal Singh has been successful in every raid he's taken. Nice aim. He aimed at the right corner and he was slow in retrieving back. He gets a point. In a defense of 5, left raider, Abhishek. 3 raid points to him so far. But then Himalayan Thars in a defense of 5, I'm sure they would not make any errors here.
(16:22). A lot of work for the Tadoba Tigers to do. And not quite sure what happened there. And late entry once again. This time for the Himalayan Thars, Radhika. Previous half we saw the Tadoba Tigers get a point penalized. This time for the Thars.
Yeah. I think it's again for Tadoba Tigers itself. Because the raider from Himalayan Thars was a little late. So, yeah, they need to be quick as well. They cannot kill the time.
1 point. Himalayan Thars, just number 7 out.
And as we're talking about, Himalayan Thars, the raiders, they're not attacking and aggressive raiders. They play very calculative kabaddi. They know when to stay calm, when to attack. So this is good raid from 99, which is Palvinder Singh yet again.
Srikanth Roth this time gets that 8th point for him. He continues this consistent performance. Gets the better of Palvinder.
Tadoba Tigers, jersey number 99 out.
You know, that's what we have been saying now. Tadoba Tigers, they need to work on their raiders only. Because the defense is not that great in supporting those 3 raiders. These 3 raiders need to step up and play our ace game. Maybe things would not change in the leaderboard for Tadoba Tigers. But then, you know, a win is a win.
Win is a win. That is the biggest factor there. Somesh just looking to catch the raider blind, but Mithun Singh will hold his nerve. He will hold his guard. And the Himalayan Thars, that's all they need to do. Hold their guard and just play this game with confidence, because the pressure is not on them. The pressure is on the Tigers. Abhishek Nimbalkar, only 3 points for him so far. Few more points. How will he secure it this time? Empty raid.
Empty raid, that only will kill the time. If they have the intention of an empty raid, just go quick empty raids and come back, because time is running against you. You can't kill the time. Lal Singh, I'm sure he won't do anything, but then the advanced tackle and misfired. Multi-pointer. The angle was good, the timing was good, but where is the follow-through action? No, it's a super raid for Himalayan Thars. Now, where will you correct these mistakes? Let's go back to the action, Ryan. What happened? Let's see. Because the right cover came right on time. I like the way he puts the angle. The chain was good. But then the follow-through wasn't there. In India won ATM Kamal moment. You know, he holded the raider. Why not put your force onto the raider and throw him onto the opposite side?
कोण मारते बाहेर बाहेर 3 जण आहे कारण सुपर टॅकल होऊ शकते
Just 4 tackle points for Tadoba Tigers in the first half, and that won't help. Yeah, Ankit Gawande missing out of this game due to injury. So unfortunate. But then he is witnessing a great fight from his teams as well. These are the rate points we wanted, but the defense needs to support them. Look at the way, you know, once a Kabaddi player, you've been sent out, you won't be resting there if you've been given rest also, Ryan.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure that eagerness, the anticipation in him, we can see it on his face itself. And for any player, any sport, any level, this will always be there. As for your team, he's had 2 high fives so far. This time, Palvinder Singh, look at that, using his leg, stretching it out to find the midline. And it goes in favor of them, yes.
Amit Thakur, yet again, the 5th failed tackle in his favor. No conversions whatsoever from him. He's just been an advantage for the opponent team. The timing went wrong. He came halfway through the, court, and he just took that little pause. Why take that little pause? Just go dash him. Multi-point raid again avoided. I think now the windows are almost closing for Tadoba Tigers, Ryan, because these silly errors in the defense. Now look at that pause he takes, the defender. Why that little pause? Would have gone and attacked. He lifts his leg as well.
Abhishek trying to keep them alive here, Radhika, and a big raid from him to revive another player and go back to a defense of 3.
And that's a quick raid as well. Beautiful kick executed on the right corner, and he did not kill any time there. Super tackle opportunity. Now, will they convert this? Goes deep in. What was the right cover doing?
1 point, Himalayan Thars, jersey number 9 out.
That's the question, Radhika. Time and again. They know that these are situations where they have to captivate on. You cannot move forward against such a good raider in that fashion. And when you're trailing, that being a defense of 3, you just need to wait it out and put the pressure on the raider, because raiders are the ones often searching for those points, and that's why they commit the errors. Nevertheless, Abhishek, will you try and revive it? This time, no, he gets caught, and this is what happens.
Bonus point, Tadoba Tigers, Raider out, 1 point.
Bonus
Himalayan
has been
Thars.
awarded, but then a surprise tackle coming in from the defense of the left flank. Look at that. The left in goes for that double thigh hold, and the left cover finish it off with a block. And the second all-out points been awarded for the Himalayan Thars here.
1
Done and
plus 2, 3
dusted.
points. Himalayan Thars, all out.
I
Tadoba
think
Tigers.
all credit should be given to Palvinder Singh for those total 9 points so far. I'm sure he'll cross that super 10 in this match with the phase he's going in.
And there we go, the players from the sidelines. Only if they could step onto the mat, you can see it on their faces.
Jersey number 13 in.
And now a substitution for the Tadoba Tigers. They are looking for a super sub like Palvinder to come in and change their game. They're going to need momentum and all of it in their favor, because they're down by 12, Radhika.
Oh, the Raiders, how much can they do when the defense is not even supporting them? Srikanth Rao, he's been good so far. 8 to 8 points remain. He's been tackled only once. He's got a tackle point too. And this chain, the combination of Himalayan Thars defense is phenomenal. They have a proper understanding within the team. So that's where a lot of successful tackles coming in. I mean, they won't do more tackles, but then whatever the tackles they do, they try and do perfectly.
Smart way to go on about it. And now it's just getting from bad to worse for the Tadoba Tigers. You have to feel for them, given how they've played out this entire campaign. Radhika, Tadoba Tigers, they won a game in the very first day of this edition. After 426 days, they've had a wonderful revival of the Tadoba Tigers name, but here it's just not going their way, and they will not be able to find a place in the finals this time.
Absolutely. We should find fault with the defense of Tadoba Tigers. In the first half, they just had 4 tackle points, and in the second half, nothing at all. That shows how loose the defense is. The Raiders are letting the scoreboard ticking. But then how much can they do if the defense is not able to at least control themselves? Nice turn and attack by Abhishek there. And Abhishek is also getting about 7 or 8 points. Both the Raiders have done good. 8 and 9.
ट्राय करू द्या तुम्ही सर्वच ट्राय नका करू त्याला करू दे ना ट्राय त्याला पॉईंट लागत आहे तर आणि कव्हर काय गांडू सारखी खेळून राहिले बे काही आहे किती पॉईंट आहे दर्शन घेणं चालू आहे ना आता त्यानं दर्शन घेतलं दे रे आला तर सोडू नको 5चा चल दे ओके
That anger is very, very legitimate on coach, because the defense is definitely faltered completely. That is what he's saying. Now they have promised him that they will only attack when the Raider steps deep in. But why would the Himalayan Thars Raiders step deep in? That's all strategies for Himalayan Thars. They will only cross the back line unless you just give away such easy points. That worry on this player shows it all, that how imperfect Kabaddi this team is playing.
And again, it's just Palvinder having his day. I think he's gotten his Super 10 there. What a
Super
performance
10.
from
Absolutely.
Palvinder, yes?
Yeah, it's a Super 10 for Palvinder. Just been tackled once. And in that 10 race, he has got 1 super rate of 5 points. And this left corner is very, very impressive. I mean, he's lost all hopes there for the team. Sitting there. Abhishek, because he's been good. He's got 8 or 8 points and he's been tackled by left in and left corner. these are the follow-throughs we talk about. You know, when you have the chain tackle, throw the raider onto the opposite side.
Defense of 4 now for Tadoba Tigers. Somesh comes tracking, but he gets tackled. What just happened there?
1 point. Himalayan Thars. Just number 5 out.
They're just trying to give away a big victory for Himalayan Thars. A follow-through came in, but where is the force? You have 2 defenders against 1, but you need to apply double the force when you go for the dash. 8 minutes remaining, and it's what, 16-point leverage for Himalayan Thars. Yeah, it's a big match victory before the final tomorrow for the Himalayan Thars.
Yeah, they are setting themselves up for that big encounter. And it's a big statement from the Himalayan Thars as well. They're letting the Tadoba Tigers know that you're a team that wanted to play us in the final. And it's like they're just letting them know that, okay, you guys are perhaps not good enough. Quite brutal the way they're taking this game from here on in the second half. Tadoba Tigers not able to get a hold of themselves. And again, they are inching towards another all-out because right now they're down to 3, although it can still change.
And you know, Himalayan Thars Raiders are not greedy at all at any point in time, Ryan. You know, they just play as per the team situation demands. You know, they had a good opportunity looking at the weak defense. Tadoba Tigers, you would have gone deep in and attacked, and a beautiful dash coming in yet again from Shivansh Thakur, and that's the 4th tackle point for him. Is it each one or a bonus being awarded? Let's see. Tadoba do not have the review left. Himalayan Thars have
Let's
one.
go. What is your
Oh, in the second half they do.
Okay, please go back. TV umpire, Tadoba Tigers challenge, bonus plus 1 point. Our decision, Tadoba Tigers bonus, right out, Himalayan Thars. Please review.
Tadoba Tigers are taking the review in the second half as well. They say the Raider is safe. There is 1 touch point and a bonus as well. Let's see. A bonus is being awarded. Yeah, clear. Oh my God, I wanted to. Leading foot is definitely crossing the bonus line, but the rear foot we cannot see from this angle, but the TV referee would definitely have another camera angle to look into. And we'll have to see if without contact the Raider stepped into the lobby or not. No, in the lobby. He's completely in the air.
Wow, that is so close, Radhika. I think there's a small bit of a moment when his feet were still in the lobby. I think that's when he put his hand.
I think I have seen both the legs in the air for a bit, in the air on the lobby. So I think he's completely lost the contact. Maybe if you could just see one more review. Here in the air. So I think the Raider is out.
Okay, very close there. So I think, as Radhika said, more or less it's likely to be Raider out. That small bit of hope would be if the moment he touched his hand on the midline, that moment, if his leg was still in the lobby, the left leg, before eventually rolling out. I think that's what our TV umpires are looking at once again. And this here is never in doubt. It just comes down to that dash, more or less, Radhika.
Here, we just had to check on, bonus. No, we can't see the leading leg. I think, there is a bonus point, but then the Raider would be out. A defensive point it should be a bonus for Tadoba Tigers and a tackle for Himalayan Thars, in my view. But then a lot of camera angles for the TV referral. So let's see what his verdict is. But we can actually decode what's happening. The left cover comes, goes for a dash. Here, the Raider completely misses out the contact of the lobbies. Did he step into the lobbies before the contact? Is also one context the third umpire would be looking on. Look at that. He's completely out of it. I have no doubt here. The Raider is out with a bonus point.
But still, the benefit of doubt, I think, lies there on that one moment where he was in the air before that. Yeah. So I think he might be given out for that. But for a small bit of a moment, it still looked like his feet was
Thank you.
on the
Review
line. But yeah,
successful. Bonus plus 1 point.
Oh my
Tadaba
God.
Tigers. Tadaba Tigers, your review written.
Lucky enough, it's a review saved and also 2 points. Maybe when he landed his
Yeah.
feet again, he was in the midline. He touched the midline. That's what the TV referee has seen. Good decision in favor of Tadoba Tigers. The face of the raider, the way he's looking at the rest of the team to give him the verdict before he goes for the review.
Strategic timeout.
it's time for the strategic timeout. Let's listen in to the coaches.
दोन्ही नको सांगू रे बा मग तू इकडून जा तू बाला त्यानं काही केलं ते काय दर्शन घेऊन राहिला ना राजा 3-4 वेळा आणि तू अंगारा नाही ट्रायच कर लागतं नाही वाट पाय मागं सर वाट पाय अटॅक तू अबा हा झाल्यावर तू राईट न दोघांपैकी काही डोअर डाय टेन्शन नको हो ओके हा नाही
Yes, the Division 3 grand finale will be tomorrow. Yes, that would be Himalayan Thars, and who would they fight with is the question. So let's see who will join them tomorrow. And Himalayan Thars, yes, we see them on the right side of the mat here. These are the Himalayan Thars who qualify for the Division 3 finals. Palvinder Singh. Today he's been phenomenal with that super raid with 5 points and also Super 10 as well.
And if Tadoba Tigers lose this game, it will automatically be the Vasco Vipers playing the Himalayan Thars tomorrow in the finals. And I'm sure that graphic that we just saw of the final will have the two teams' emblems coming in. Srikanth Roth, a Super 10 for him. Will just be a Super 10 in vain. A Super 10 to conclude his campaign. These are the ifs along with it. But Radhika, the players, the individual players who get knocked out, they still have a chance to make it.
Of course. Yeah, I think this is one good thing because the best players will again be seen, at least on the second and third teams of the divisions. So that's a good sign. So they cannot give up just like that. They need to fight it out at least for themselves at least. They will be seen. The top raiders and defenders will still be seen. Depends on who would be picked and who is not going forward. And nice timing for that thigh hold from the left corner.
Yeah, they would move on loan to the team that wins and qualifies to the grand finale. So the players would more or less be part of whichever team they are. Example, Rushikesh now would be a player for Tadoba itself, but he would go on loan to the winning side.
Exactly. That's a good way to see, tight contest in the finals rather than one-sided affairs. They try to balance out the team. They try to see where is the team falling fault with, and they try to cover up with the other team players. That's a good one. A nice move for our Yuva Kabaddi.
Format always getting better. Here, now we have the division format. Division 3 will conclude tomorrow, and very soon, day later, we will witness Division 2 coming in. So that's the new form of the Yuva Kabaddi series here, edition 11, presented by Karpagam. Srikanth Roth comes in for another raid. He's attacking that right corner constantly. 4 bonus points so far. I think he's gotten one more. This time his jump not coming through and he gets caught.
Raider out. 1 point. Himalayan Thars.
Because he was just playing an all-out match here, Ryan. Whatever maximum he could score on single raid is what he's looking for. He knows in a defense of 5, it's not easy to gain points from Himalayan Thars. The left corner has been so impressive today. And Mithun.
Lal Singh back again, and for him, from here on, it's more or less just thinking of the finals, getting some more of points, some more of confidence, and I think Himalayan Thars, with this 13-point lead, 3.5 minutes remaining, will finish the league stage with an unbeaten record. Radhika, I think that's a very, very big thing to achieve when you think of a league, to be consistent and win all matches.
Absolutely. A 3.5 minute game. Late entry. Another technical point. Third technical point has been awarded for Tadoba Tigers in this match. And do or die raid coming in after so long time for Himalayan Thars in a defense of 4. Now, running hand touch is what Palvinder Singh is trying to execute. As we know, he do not have a reach of the other raiders but then he has the speed that he could kill any defense. But then this defense waited for the right opportunity. And finally, I think, is this the only tackle point that came in the second half for Tadoba Tigers?
Does seem like it. They've not gotten hold of their game. Quickly, our referees will just have a word and clarify on what the right verdict for that point is.
I don't see anything wrong in that tackle. But they have invited the line umpire as well. Maybe one more replay, we would be able to decode a little. Now, I wanted to see if the raider stepped into the lobby before the tackle. Even then also the raider would be out. Or did one of the defenders stepped out of the lobby in the force? Both of them have the review left.
1 point, Tadoba Tigers.
Yeah, that was a clear one. So, yeah, there's no confusion at all. Yeah, let's see if he stepped into the lobbies also. There's no problem at all. I think they wanted to see, because the right corner legs were in the air out of the lobby. They wanted to check that, but the upper body was still in the lobby though.
(29-39), 10-point affair. Wouldn't make much of a difference. And Abhishek Nimbalkar, 7 points for him in this game. I think that's tallying him up to 71 for his campaign. So a lot of raiders actually for the winning team to choose from. When you think of the teams that's been eliminated, a lot of talented raiders. You have Abhishek, you have Shrikant, you have Rajesh who has been eliminated. So it's going to be a tough job for the team to even select which players they will take on loan.
And also that depends on the limit of the loan you have, right? How many can you take it? Yeah. Abhishek, again, he's been caught and nothing much can be done here. Because as we say about the loan thing, the Raiders also trying to, at least, they know that the team is going to lose now. So at least they need to do it for themselves. He's been trapped in what? A combination of players. So there was no escape at all.
Close match is what the Tadoba Tigers would have hoped for at the very least, because they wanted to make it through. But here, 11-point game. Oh, it's a good block. Mithun Singh gets caught. A tackle point again for the Tigers.
Yeah, we've got the clarity here. How many players can be taken on loan? 6 from Division 3. 6 players will be taken on loan from Division 3. 4 from Division 2 and 2 from Division 1. So that's a fair playing ground for all the divisions here. Nice running a dash. But then would Tadoba Tigers want to review it? Because it looked like the Raider was safe in the lobby. They should review it. Because 1 minute remaining, what do you do with the review left? A follow through coming in from the center. The finishing is required when you go for those dashes or any tackle. It just gave that little edge to escape, but then nothing reviewed.
And as you mentioned, with the time remaining, it is, I think, in the best interest of the game. Lal Singh now will just take a breather and not go in for any touch point, and they will slowly just embrace the fact that they are going to be an unbeaten team here in Division 3. And that's a big, big achievement. I think a league stage, topping itself is a very big deal, but not losing a game, that is massive.
Absolutely. They just had one tie against Konark. The rest of all, they have outplayed every other team, especially this defense need to be credited. They don't do many tackles in a match, but the tackles they do it perfectly. Less number of failed tackles is what the opponent raiders worry for. Nice combination again. Look at the way he rolls the raider into his arms. He uses his left hand, pushes the raider into his right arm. Nice way to get that angle. And they wanted to do what? But they do not want the raider to cross the back line. High line defense is what they're trying to do. But then a multi-pointer. Is that an all-out? Let's see. 2 points.
Himalayan Thars. Jersey number 9.
And again, Himalayan Thars win here big time. Undefeated in Division 3.
Yes, Radhika, and what a way to finish off that match and also announce the fact that they are unbeaten. And here we go, the final confirmation. Tadoba Tigers will bow out after a wonderful campaign, a good comeback campaign for Tadoba Tigers. But credit should be given to them, Radhika, for this entire performance.
Absolutely, and Tadoba Tigers, they move out of the Division YKS 11 Division 3. Himalayan Thars versus Vasco Vipers will be the finals for the Division 3, which will be happening right here on Fan Court tomorrow, 21st December. Do not forget to tune in, and we'll witness a great encounter between Himalayan Thars and Vasco Vipers. A great show by the combination from Himalayan Thars. The Raiders have done a great job, especially Palvinder Singh with the 12 rate points, Lal Singh with the 9. And the defense, Shivansh has got his high 5. Raman Singh had scored 3. And Mithun Singh was got, as a substitute, got 3 tackle points as well. 44-30 in favor of Himalayan Thars, and they make it big on the points table. Palvinder Singh with 12 rate points. Shivansh Thakur, best defender with high 5 tackle points. Great job. And look at the conversions. That's what we say. They do not get a lot of tackle points, but then the conversions are decent enough. At least, 45 to 50% of the conversions, what they do in the defense. And that's what we have seen lacking for Tadoba Tigers. They have got 4 tackle points in the first half, 20 minutes, and only 3 in the second half. And the do-or-die rate conversions were also not that great. Those extra points were also being awarded twice for Tadoba Tigers for late raids and once for Himalayan Thars. Palvinder Singh, yes, the star raider today, 12 raid points to him. And look at that, 100% raid strike rate. How often do we get to see this? Even before, stepping into the grand finale tomorrow. So this is one big booster for that raider. And Lal Singh, 69% raid strike rate. Given the opportunity for the number of raids he has given, he has done a great supporting job here. And Shivansh Thakur, 71% tackle strike rate. Again, a distinction in the tackles with high 5. Shrikant Raut, the lone kind of a lone ranger. He's been fighting out 79% raid strike rate for him. Lot of touch points and 4 bonus points to him. And he also gets 1 tackle point. Abhishek has definitely supported him with those 7 raid points, but then the conversions were not there. 39% raid strike rate. That means he's killed most of the time on the opponent court. When you're trailing, you need not do that. Abhishek Pawar with 44% tackle strike rate. One good spark there with 4 tackle points to him. Out of 7, getting 4 for his own. That shows how good he is in that weak defense setup. Especially when you have the raiders like Palvinder and all, those are swift moves on the mat, you still get that. And here we see Division 3 finalists, Himalayan Thars, Vasco Vipers will lock horns tomorrow. And unbeaten is this team, Himalayan Thars. Will they go ahead and do the same tomorrow? Vasco Vipers, they want to rewrite what Himalayan Thars have done. Unfortunately, Tadoba Tigers, in the nick of the moment, they could not perform. And yeah, the rest of the team, 9 teams, the best of the Raiders, you still need to wait because you still have the opportunity in the loan format. The best players will be still having the opportunity to be picked up. So let's see who gets the opportunity there. But then this Raider has been phenomenal yet again. Palvinder Singh, 12 raid points, a Yoga Bar, best Raider. 12 raid points, 100% raid strike rate, one super raid of that 5-pointer raid. He gets that best raider of the match, Yoga Bar presence. Yeah, 1,500 rupees a check. That's a great gesture to boost up the raiders there for their efforts they have put in. 12 raid points, and where all did he score? Most of them coming in from the escape route just near the block line. But then he being the right raider, he's good at those bonus points and touching those left corners as well where the time allows. So he normally do not cross corner to corner. He just plays corner to cover. That's where he conserves lot of energy. And where do the energy come from? Why not from Yoga Bar? The high protein sneak that also gives you lot of energy on the mat. And the players have been given these Yoga Bars. So yeah, they play with a lot of power on the mat as well. And the defender for the match, Yoga Bar best defender is Shivansh Thakur. 7 tackle attempts, 5 tackle points, 71% conversion is this for this defender. And that gives a lot of motivation before he plays the final of Division 3 tomorrow against Vasco Vipers. Nice gesture yet again. Some monetary benefits are always encouraging for the sportsman. Yeah, look at his blocks coming in from the center. And I love the way he changes the direction himself. Does not rely on most of the defense support, but he relies on his own. Yoga Bar presence, best defender. Yeah, a lot of power is required when you're going hand in hand against the top raiders on the opponent side. Congratulations here. And yeah, Palvinder Singh. This is a game-changing raid for Tadoba against the Tadoba Tigers. 5-pointer. Tadoba Tigers have lost the reviewing this. A bonus and a 4 touch point. Uses the lobbies to perfection here. This is Yoga Bar presents Kabaddi Ka Kamal. Of course, that 5-pointer raid, game-changing moment that was, because before that, the game was going hand in hand for both the teams. But this game-changing raid, look at the way he accelerates towards the midline like a sprinter who is crossing that end line. Very well done. He gave that all required confidence and boost, and that big victory before the finals tomorrow for this team. Yoga Bar, high protein muesli, choco, almond and cranberry. A lot of flavors in there along with lot of energy. And the next big match we'll witness at 3:45 p.m. today is Dehradun Dynamos versus Ranchi Rangers. And yeah, of course, do not miss to watch this match on Fan Code. Signing off here, Radhika Reddy.